Sunday night, the Emmy Awards, in memoriam. They end with, "You can turn the world on with a smile." Mary Tyler Moore. There's not too many people, maybe only a couple that don't know who Mary Tyler Moore is, but I love Mary Tyler Moore. And when I grew up, they said that I was like Mary Tyler Moore, not because she was a confident woman in broadcasting, because I'm not confident, I'm not in broadcasting, I'm not a woman. But she threw parties and they were always a mess. This is one of those stories where it's sort of one of the parties I threw. My best friend looked like Luke Grant when he was in high school. He was short, he was stocky, and he was bald. And when he graduated, I was already in college, and I said, "What do you want to do?" And I grew up in Nebraska, so he said, "I want to go back to South Dakota where I was a kid." So I thought, we'll go back to South Dakota. Now, I'm at a certain age where there weren't cell phones, there weren't a lot of things, and I didn't have much money, but I thought, okay, we can try to do this very cheaply. And I think we tried to do it on $50 for 4 days. And we had to drive 200 miles to get to South Dakota from Nebraska. My friend the whole time was talking, "I can't wait, we're gonna go to Custer State Park, and I'm gonna get to feed the wild donkeys." Feed the wild donkeys! Custer State Park, the biggest park in South Dakota, and when they stopped mining for gold, the Black Hills gold, the miners loved the donkeys, and now they lived in the park. Well, I had a red car, and we get up here, and the whole time, "Oh, I gotta stop at this grocery store and get some bread to feed the wild donkeys." Actually, it should be Luke Grant, "Feed the wild donkeys." And so we're going and we're driving, and I'm in my mom's little red car, and I'm so proud that I get to drive 200 miles for the first time, the longest I've ever driven in my life. And we gotta stop at a grocery store. Now, this is before 7-Elevens and Turkey Hills and Wawa. It was just a mom and pop store. Finally get to the edge of Custer State Park. We go in to buy a loaf of bread to feed the donkeys. In those days, bread was 35 cents a loaf. In this little grocery store, it was $3.50. So my friend's like, "Can you afford to buy the bread to feed the donkeys?" And I said, "You came all this way for 200 miles. You've been telling me we have to stop to get the bread. Buy the bread." And literally, we had like $50 for the whole trip, and that was for like 2 motel rooms and everything too. So we get in the car, we're driving through Custer State Park. This is May. We didn't know that Custer State Park was basically closed because in South Dakota, the snow hasn't melted yet. So everything we tried to do there was nothing there. We finally see some like buffalo, and I drive there, and I tell my friend, because the red car, that the buffaloes are going to charge the car just like bulls. He's scared, but they don't even pay any attention. We drive through the whole park, never see a donkey until the end. There's one donkey. We pull over. My friend gets out of the car. Luke Grant. Okay. Loaf of bread. He's going to feed the donkey. Now, because it's been winter, when my friend opens the bread, every starving donkey in Custer State Park starts to descend on my friend. In the meantime, this Winnebago, which I don't even know how it happened, a Winnebago had come in behind me, and he's back there with some kind of movie camera filming my friend, and all I see is my friend do this. And he starts to try to run, and the donkeys are following him. He gets in the car, shut the doors, and the donkeys surround my car and start licking every window. We can't leave. We can't leave. We're there in an hour. I said, "Mark, you got to roll down the window and throw out the bread. It costs me $3.50. I can't do that. I said, Mark, I will pay you, and I didn't have it. I said, I will pay you back when we get back home, please. But it's like my parties. I wanted to help my friend and do one thing for him. And Custer State Park is closed. We're surrounded by donkeys. The buffalo won't come near us. Nothing is working. So finally, he says, okay, I will throw out the bread. And he rolls down the window, and this donkey's snout comes in right at the, and my friend throws the bread as far as he can. And we close the window. And I look at my friend Mark, and I said, Mark, why didn't you open the loaf of bread when you threw the bread out there? And literally, I'm not lying, he said, oops. Now, I'm sure that someday, on America's Funniest Home Videos, this video of my friends and the donkey will show up. But on Sunday night, when I thought, oh, all those memories of Mary Keller Moore, and who can turn the world on with their smile, I thought about the smiles that I have remembering my friend and our whoops, one of my normal parties.
Yeah.